What's up, people? Pizowell here, and today I want to talk to you about 1989's Offerings. Now, this is partially going to be a review of the movie as well as a review of this Blu-ray release, courtesy of my buddy Dave Vanderhoff, who sent me this Blu-ray for the purposes of this review. Now, when it comes to slasher movies, there are mainly two different camps: Halloween-inspired slasher movies and Friday the 13th inspired slasher movies. Now, there are some Texas Chainsaw inspired slasher movies, and in my opinion, the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre created the archetype for the modern slasher film, but most slashers in general, and particularly 80s slashers, seem to either fall in one category or the other. Offerings is definitely a Halloween-inspired slasher movie. However, Offerings takes it one step further and basically just plagiarizes Halloween. And poorly at that. Offerings is the kind of movie that just left me with far more questions than answers. The least of which being, how did writer and director Chris Reynolds not get sued by John Carpenter? Right off the bat, I was confused as to whether or not I was supposed to feel sorry for the film's antagonist, Johnny. Johnny is a mute, and he pretty much spends his days just skulking around the house in a creepy kid kind of way. His mother is a real piece of work. She calls him a little monster and accuses him of killing his pet turtle and trying to hide the evidence. One day, Johnny goes out to play with his only friend, Gretchen. However, their play date is interrupted by some bullies. Their torment of Johnny eventually leads to Johnny falling down into a well. Fast forward 10 years and Johnny decides to escape the mental hospital he now calls home and pay a little visit to those who tormented him. He then leaves their body parts on Gretchen's doorstep as offerings. So my first question with Offerings is, are we supposed to feel sorry for Johnny? Yes, he's mute. Yes, he's bullied. Yes, his mother is never going to win a Mother of the Year award. But what's with him killing his pets? That is a characteristic of future, bad people, right? Or is the movie challenging our expectations as an audience and creating a duality that conflicts with the cliche good versus evil dynamic? No. No, it's not. Not at all. My next question is, if Gretchen was Johnny's only friend and biggest defender, why is she now friends with all the kids who left Johnny to die down inside a well 10 years ago? Is the movie making a statement about fitting in and being one of the cool kids being more important than morality and individualism as a teen? No. No, it's not at all. And as I said before, Offerings borrows quite liberally from Halloween. As a matter of fact, the whole "now it's up to his former doctor to stop him" thing is really only scratching the surface. There are actually a number of moments in Offerings that are copied directly from Halloween, just without any of the style or the suspense or the great acting or the interesting characters or really anything that made Halloween so great. The music in Offerings may be the most egregious and unabashed point of plagiarism in the entire film, because they really don't even mix it up at all to mask the fact that it is the exact same music that John Carpenter created for Halloween. Now, there are some memorable moments in Offerings, such as when Gretchen and friends discover that their pizza delivery has a mystery meat on it that looks like sausage, but is not sausage. So what the movie wants us to believe here is that Johnny killed the pizza delivery guy en route, rendered the pizza delivery guy's body into sausages, cut the sausages, individually placed the sausages on the pizza, delivered the pizza to Gretchen's door, rang the doorbell, and ran, all within an hour's time. Seriously. There's another sequence in which Gretchen and her friend discover a human nose wrapped inside their morning paper. And now I actually had to rewind the movie here because before this sequence, there's a shot of someone who appeared to be Johnny on a bicycle delivering the newspapers. And I thought to myself, this can't be Johnny, right? But it is. So what the movie is saying is that Johnny killed the paper boy, took all of his papers and his bicycle, and delivered the newspaper to Gretchen with the nose inside of it, along with all of the other newspapers on the paper boy's route. I mean, it's pretty courteous of Johnny, considering that he did kill the paper boy, to at least deliver all the papers on the dead paper boy's route. I mean, it's the least he could have done. There are a couple of humorous moments in Offerings. One in particular finds Johnny putting one of his victims' heads in a vise. Johnny then attempts to kill this victim with a chainsaw, but the chainsaw doesn't work. So he gets a power drill, but the power drill doesn't work. Then it finally dawns on Johnny, hey, I've got the guy's head in a vise already. Why not just use the vise? Then we have the town sheriff searching through Johnny's old abandoned house. And this sequence seems to go on for about 15 solid minutes of just good old-fashioned filler. Eventually, the sheriff finds a little redheaded kid inside the house looking at dirty magazines. The sheriff instructs the kid to take the box of dirty magazines out to his patrol car, which I'm sure from there they went straight to the dumpster afterward. And when asked, the kid tells the sheriff that his name is Ben, last name Dover. And then it takes a few moments for that to register with the sheriff. Ben Dover. Now, I could go on talking about the wooden acting, the poor dialogue, the off-screen kills, Gretchen and her friends' very nonchalant reactions to finding a human ear on their front porch, or a human nose wrapped inside their morning paper, or any number of other just wonky filmmaking moments in Offerings, but what's the point? Now, I'm not sure if Offerings is just really, really unaware of how bad it is, or if it is hyper-aware and actually poking fun not just at itself, but at slasher movies in general, although I'd wager it's definitely the former. Now, I'm kind of on the fence about recommending Offerings. As derivative as the movie is, and despite some of its lesser qualities, I did find it rather amusing at times. But there are just so many more better, lesser-known slasher movies out there that deserve your time more than Offerings. But if you're a hardcore 80s slasher movie fan, why not look into Offerings and check it out? The film was available for a while on Amazon to stream for free if you were a Prime member. I don't know if it's still available or not, but this Blu-ray you can find on Amazon for around $15 or so. As for this Blu-ray from Dark Force, the picture quality and the sound quality are both okay. They're definitely nothing to write home about. They're not that impressive. I'd give the picture quality a 3 out of 5. I'd give the sound quality about a 3.5 or so out of 5. And as far as extras are concerned, we get the trailer for the film, and that's it. If you've seen Offerings, please let me know your thoughts on the film down in the comments section below. Again, big shout out to my buddy Dave Vanderhoff for sending me this Blu-ray for the purposes of this review. I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. If you like this video, please leave it a thumbs up and share it on social media. If you're not following me on social media, those links are in the description. As always, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Take care, and until next time, peace. A big thank you to all my awesome Patreon supporters. I appreciate your generosity and support of my channel. Become a patron today and join me for monthly live streams and have a say in what movies I review on my channel. Patreon.com/pizowell, or follow the link in the description. Say hello to the internet, Jeremy.
Hello to the internet.